Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Castillo and I'm currently a sophomore at Florida International University. Let me give you guys a little background about myself and my family. I was born in Caracas, Venezuela in 1997. I lived 8 great years there until the government took an unfortunate turn with a corrupt government. And from there my family took a very hard decision to move all of our family, including my brother, my father, my mother, just us four, and we decided to move here to the United States. It was a very hard moment because of a lot of things. I didn't dominate the English language. It was very hard for me. My father had to get a new job. We didn't even have a stable home here. It was a very difficult process to endure. And that's why I'm here to propose to you guys a solution that I have to ease this process of emigrating from the country. So basically, my solution is what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. Basically, what I want to do is I want to establish and build psychology centers around the hot areas where immigrants tend to travel. So these areas, obviously the United States is a country that most of the Venezuelans go to, including hot cities like Weston, Doral, and Houston. These are cities where so many families have emigrated to, and they all have the same struggle that I did. They have trouble assimilating, language barriers, acculturation. This all factors in a hard process that it is. So what my solution is, this will be funded by Venezuelan organizations and foundations that have established themselves and have been recognized and have the funds to make this happen. Also, in these training centers, there's a whole process to it. I would want to have at least 10 to 15 trained experts in the psychology field that deal with family trauma and can deal with these sessions with the families. So my plan is once these centers are built, my plan is to have, once these families come in from Venezuela, they go straight into psychology sessions with the family. I don't have an estimated amount of sessions, but it's going to be approximately about 5 to 10 sessions depending on how bad the trauma is. Once the families have accomplished the sessions and the psychologist feels like the families are ready to move on to the next step, that's when they'll move on to the branches. Because not only do these families come in with these struggles and they need to be dealt with by psychologists, but what's after for them? You know, they just came from a new country, so they need to establish themselves in society. They need to have a job, a home. So this center, it doesn't only treat families for psychology problems, because in my last research, in my empirical field research, the studies actually did show that these families tend to have health problems due to this emigration process, and it affects a lot of family members, and this isn't good for their health, and it is certainly not good for their family, because it is hard for them to live in a country where they've never lived before. So it's understandable. So after we go through these psychology sessions, they will go off into a branch where they will be put out there in society to try to get themselves a job. Because, as you know, families have to be supported, and in this country, without money, it's hard to be supported, because in this country you obviously need to work to get to where you want to. So in this center, we will put the family members out there to get jobs, to provide for the family, and also whatever they need, whatever house they're looking for, wherever they want to live, in their specific financial range, we will put them there. We will guide them. So this center, especially for me, because I'm a Venezuelan and my family and I emigrated here, and we didn't have this help, and this is why I'm really passionate about this, and this is a solution that I would love to make happen, because I came here at a good time, but ever since I came here, the situation in Venezuela has been increasingly getting worse, and I feel for these families, and I would want, because every day there's thousands of families just leaving the country, not only to the United States. This country gives a lot of opportunity to a lot of families, but they move elsewhere in South America. They go to Paraguay, they go other countries. And this is something that I think could be done all around the world, and I encourage it as well. but its main focus is here in the United States, since the majority, studies show that the majority of the immigrants from Venezuela come here. So, in conclusion, I think my solution is very feasible. It could be funded very well, and it could help a lot of families that are in need. And yeah, it's been proven. Psychology does help family trauma, and this center isn't just about helping the families deal with their health problems, but it's putting them in a good place in society so they can be recognized and they can be a strong family once again. And this country has given me everything to me and my family, and I just think my solution would be great for other families, and hopefully not only does the situation in Venezuela get better, but if it does not, then I am 100% sure that if these training centers are built, they will indeed help families to be great. Thank you very much.